Hi, Jeff here with another energy exercise just for you. This one is Moon Salutation. So, coming from the world of yoga, where we can utilize Moon Salutation for what would you use it for? Well, you could use it for physical benefits such as strength, endurance, flexibility, all of those aspects. Mentally, you can come at this with a nice clear mindset and bring yourself into a nice calm, relaxed state. So there's benefits that way. Cardiovascular wise and respiratory system wise, we can also benefit from the breathing through it with a nice fullness of breath in and a fullness of breath out, that you're generating a nice breathing to create some benefit to the cardiovascular system and the respiratory system through that. And then as well, from an energy perspective, would be that as you find comfort and become conditioned physically within the Moon Salutation, that then that movement being slow, controlled, becomes energy creating or energy building. So it becomes an energy enhancer or an energy increaser beyond those other attributes that were mentioned. So you can utilize the Moon Salutation for all of those aspects there for you. So my goal here, or my intention, is that we give you a good understanding of this is clearly my iteration of a Moon Salutation. There's lots of variations out there that you can discover, and what I offer here, feel free to modify and use to make it yours and to make it fit and suit your yoga practice best. So what we have here then is just my creation. So within our movements, within our patterns here, using an inhale for one motion and an exhale into another motion to move through the salutation, there would be 24 breaths. So repeating that, 24 breaths through one side of the body and 24 breaths as you cycle through or move through the other aspect or the other side of the body, with the other side leading into the Moon Salutation. So totaling 48 breaths through that. Okay, so let's preview it, and then we'll go through it slow and controlled as it's meant to be, I guess, and then you can have that experience. But just know then that after you've watched this descriptive aspect and understand all of that, the minutiae and all the detail of it, you can just fast forward to the point where the Moon Salutation begins if you want to follow along in the future. So this could be, if you're attending my classes and you feel you're a newer attendee to one of my classes and you want to know what the Moon Salutation is like in Jeff's class, well, that's what it could be. It'll be this. Or otherwise you use it as you see fit for yourself. Okay, so opening up, I'll give you modifications on this one. So if I say garland or a tiptoe pose, you would be down low in a squat. I'll just change my angle so you can see. This is the ideal, what we're hoping to start in garland, a tippy-toe pose with your hands in a prayerful position. And my thought behind this is a representation more of a circular motion, which you could think of as the full moon or the new moon, in that there's a fullness there that's represented by the light or the lack of light in that. If that is too much for you, feel free to modify and just maybe start in a bit of a squat. You could think, rather than chair pose, you could think maybe a little more of a sumo squat is a space or place you could start. Okay, so that would be your beginning. From that, whether you're doing the other version down low or that, then it would be an inhale to take your arms up and open overhead. Okay, and then there would be an exhalation to bring your hands together overhead. I'm going to recommend you leave your hands, your choice. You can do a prayerful position. I tend to go with steepled index fingers in there, so that would be out breath into steepled fingers, and will be neutral, stabilized, hips about heels roughly hip width apart. I tend to lead things into the left side or utilize the left side. So this is where I'm leading or going. This will be an inhale into a side bending motion to your left. So we're thinking of, if you want to think of that as a crescent moon shape, whether that's waxing or waning, depending on how you're looking at that, that's fine. But there would be that inhale into a crescent moon shape, and then exhale back to neutral. Then you're going to go to the other side and inhale and create a crescent moon on the other side. So again, depending on your perspective, that could be a waning crescent or a waxing crescent. And then it would be, exhalation back to center. Okay? then you'll be toward, ideally you're probably at the top third of your mat when you begin this, so you have the space to step back and into. So we'll exhale, then hands would come back down to, hands would stay overhead, and we'd exhale back to center. Then we're going to inhale my left leg to stay, my right leg to step back in a lunge setup to toes. And then exhale, you're going to lunge down in that as low as your lunging muscles, your hip, your knee alignment feels safe. You'll lunge as low as you comfortably can. And then through the next inhale, you'll go into back extension or chest lift and chin lift into crescent lunge, again representing a crescent shaped moon. So you would inhale into the crescent, and then we're going to exhale, and your hands are going to fold yourself forward. So you're going to find your hands on your mat or your fingertips on your mat, fold it over. Change my angle here a little. Okay, and then inhaling, the left foot will come back to match the right, so you'd be in a front support position at that point. Inhale back to there. Excellent. Out breath would be to lower your body down. Now, if you need to, you can drop to your knees to do that, or you can stay through that straight, strong, long body. That would be an exhale to lower down. Untucking the toes would be an inhale into upward facing dog. And you would hold there, shoulders down and back. In general, glutes slightly active and tummy muscles slightly active. Exhale to release yourself back down. Inhale to tuck your toes back under. There is no down dog here, so this would be a push-up. So from that, if you need, it'll be an exhale to push up. Or if you need to, leave the knees and do the push-up from your knees down. But either way, you would do the push-up. And then from that position, we're looking for that left leg to come back forward. So after the push-up, we breathe out, and we'll inhale that left foot back forward that we began with. Exhale to fold, or right foot coming forward to match, so you'll be folded over. Okay? Then we're going to inhale, and that will bring us back to standing with arms overhead. Okay? And so at this point, there's a couple of options here. If the dancer is the pose we're looking for, if that is not an option for you, if you're not familiar with it, you'll see in a moment. You could bypass that aspect out and leave dancer out of the equation and transition back down to the garland or tippy toe pose. But we would have inhaled arms overhead. So dancer will be an exhale to generate, thinking of a quadricep stretch. Your right heel coming toward your right butt cheek, and your right hand then on the same leg that's come up, you're going to look to grasp that foot. If you grasp on the pinky toe side of foot, tends to be a little easier. If you want to grasp at the big toe side of foot, slightly more difficulty or slightly more challenge. So there's an option in there for you. The left knee or the support leg is going to remain slightly bent, so you have stability, more muscle stability for yourself. That arm will remain overhead, and once you have your position, then you would exhale with a forward fold or forward bend over into dancer. So that raised arm can dip forward, and you can tip forward, maintain that little bend of left knee, and back to hold for just the one breath. And then inhale to step out into mountain. Okay? So in that, when you're in there, you can think of the leg projecting out and back and away into your hand. So you're creating this pressure of your foot out into your hand. And when you generate that tension, it generally helps you to hold it and become more stable within that pose of dancer. Okay? So keep that in mind too. So we've inhaled, we've exhaled to mountain. And then we're going to inhale, hands coming back to prayer position. And then exhale, we're going to look to squat back down to that tippy toe or that garland pose. So you've inhaled here and exhale back down. And you'd be right where we began, back into that tippy toe pose. And then begin to inhale to start the next round. So if you're going to leave that, if you'd like to do this on your own and modify and not have dancer in there, after you've come up with your arms overhead, you can just exhale to heart space if you'd like, and inhale back to mountain and finish there, and take an inhale to mountain, and then you can have an exhale of reprieve or recovery, and then be set to start the next round. So you can take that dancer aspect out if that's not there for you just yet, or if you want to practice it and play with it and build on it and work on it, it could be there for you in the future. But it's a nice aspect in my opinion. So again, my iteration of a moon salutation. So let's do this together then. One breath per motion, and we'll take you through both sides. And again, you would have fast forward to this point, you'd be ready to go. So release, get yourself set, and we'll take you down into that squat. Again, squatting and or sumo squat, or down into tippy toe pose as you're set. So here I'm going to go down into that start position. Excellent. Breathing out and breathe in. Here we go. Begin standing up. Exhale, you can steeple the fingers. Inhaling a side bend to my left. Exhale back to neutral. Inhale, side bending to my right. Exhale back to neutral. Inhale, I'm stepping my right foot back. Exhale, lunging down. Inhale, extending into crescent lunge. Exhale, forward bending, hands to mat. Inhale, my left foot back, your left foot back into front support. Inhale, holding. Exhale, lowering. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale to release. In breath to tuck your toes. Exhale to push back up. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, left foot to fold to match. Inhale, arms overhead to stay. Exhale, right hand, right foot coming together. Good. Inhale, dip or hinge into dancer. Exhale, coming out. Inhale, prayerful position. Exhale, squatting back down to tippy toe. And here we go again. Inhale, back up. You can index, bring the fingers together, steepled. Exhale. Inhale to your right first. Exhale to neutral. Inhale to the left. Exhale to neutral. Beautiful. Inhale, step the left foot back first. Exhale to lunge down. Inhale to chest lift, chin lift to crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your mat. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to lower. Inhale, tuck the toes back under. Exhale, pushing back up. Inhale, right foot back ahead. Exhale, left foot to match to fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, grasping left hand to left foot. Exhale to hinge into dancer. And coming upright to release the mountain. Inhale the hands back to prayerful position. And exhale back down into your finish or the beginning point. And there you have it. You've made your way through a moon salutation. Well done. Congratulations. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Hopefully you can use this moon salutation to help build the strength, flexibility, balance is another big aspect in there. Building up energy into the system with consistency using the moon salutation over and over. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. And just recall, I do offer energy sessions as energy tune-ups and as body code sessions. You can check out the description to find out more information about that. Those sessions can be done in person or not in person. And if you are interested, I would be super happy to meet you and to work with you and to help you in that regard. But otherwise, you can use this moon salutation to your own benefit, and that would be, excuse me, and that would be fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, know that the love and the light that I am honors and respects the love and the light that you are. Namaste. Thanks for watching.